My name is Damian Howard. I am the Provincial of the Jesuits in Britain, and it's a great pleasure for me to talk to you today about Father Stan Swamy. I'm guessing that you don't know Father Stan. He's not a well-known person in the church or indeed society. He's a man who spent decades working for excluded minorities in India. But today he finds himself in real difficulty, and I want to share with you some of the situation that he's in. Father Stan was imprisoned last year by the Indian government. He's been kept in prison and I think in solitary confinement for a good time. And he is accused of terrorism. He's accused of being associated with political enemies of the Indian government. And that is an accusation that is not true and is quite unjust. His work, as I say, has been with excluded people in India. India is a great country. It's full of wonderful people, but what's going on at the moment is problematic, and Christian minorities and Muslim minorities are both being treated badly by the Indian government. Father Stan has spent his life defending the minorities of Christians and others, people who are excluded and treated in the most appalling ways. And I think it's that work that he's been doing, that commitment to the poor and excluded, that's got him into trouble. He's been put in prison. He's been charged with offences of terrorism and is being treated in a very poor way. He's been kept in very bad conditions. We Jesuits and those of us who want to support the people that Father Stan has stood in solidarity with all these years, we want to appeal to you to do what you can to support him in his hour of need. You can do that by taking an interest in his situation, becoming aware of what he's going through. Perhaps you might like to look at the Jesuit Mission's website, where you'll find the latest details about what's happening to him. You can pray for him, please, and for those he works with. And by all means, spread this video and others on social media so that others can take part in the campaign to set him free and to bring him the justice that he deserves. India, as you know, is a caste society, a society in which people are born into a particular place in the social setup. And within that, you have people in the high caste and lower caste, lower levels of life. Those who are excluded even from the caste system find themselves utterly excluded from society, forced into very difficult sorts of employment, forced to live in parts of the country where no one else wants to live. And those groups, we call them by various names, they're often called Dalits, often have converted to Christianity or Islam or some other religion in order to liberate themselves from some of the more negative consequences that they face as excluded from the system. And the Jesuits have now for many, many years been committed to struggling for their rights, for the dignity of people who face the most extreme forms of exclusion. And Father Stan is one of many Jesuits who have lived their lives associated with those people, struggling for their dignity and their human rights. That's the situation that he's been involved in.
And what we're asking for here, I mean, obviously the ideal would be the release of Father Stan, but perhaps something a little more realistic would just be that awareness of the fact that this is just a matter of human dignity, not just to Father Stan, but for those people that he's struggling, just to give them a voice when they don't have one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Okay, an accusation has been made and a legal process is in place, and whatever I and others may think about the justice of that, I mean, it's perhaps right that we should go through the legal processes, but to take an 83-year-old man and to deny him his dignity, to put him in a situation where he's totally isolated, is clearly just wrong, and we are anxious that he should have his rights observed, and that the Indian government should take care of him that he would take care of, that he would offer to any other citizen.